Before we dive in, make sure you stick around until the very end, because some of the most surprising examples of everyday AI are the ones you least expect. What if I told you that you've already interacted with artificial intelligence dozens of times today without even realizing it? Not in some futuristic robot takes over the world kind of way, but in small, invisible moments that quietly shape your decisions, your habits, and even your thoughts. Right now, as you watch this video, AI is already working behind the scenes. It's deciding what you see next, how content is recommended to you, and even how this video reached you in the first place. And that's just the beginning. We often think of AI as something obvious, like chatbots or self-driving cars. But the truth is, the most powerful AI systems are the ones that blend so seamlessly into your daily life that you stop noticing them entirely. They're not flashy. They don't announce themselves. They just work, quietly, constantly, and sometimes a little too well. Let's start with something simple. Your morning routine. When your alarm goes off, there's a good chance your phone has already adjusted it based on your sleep patterns. If you're using a modern smartphone, AI has analyzed how long you typically sleep, when you wake up, and even how often you snooze your alarm. It subtly nudges you toward better habits without you ever thinking about it. Then you check the weather. Seems harmless, right? But the forecast you see isn't just raw data. AI models process enormous amounts of information from satellites, sensors, and historical patterns to give you a prediction tailored to your exact location. It's not just rain today, it's rain at 3 p.m. where you are. That level of precision didn't exist not long ago. Next, you probably unlock your phone. Maybe you use your face or fingerprint. That's AI too. Facial recognition systems don't just compare images, they learn your features over time, adapting to changes like lighting, angles, even aging. The system becomes better at recognizing you the more you use it. It's learning you. And then there's your email. Ever noticed how spam rarely makes it into your inbox anymore? That's not luck. AI filters analyze millions of emails to identify patterns associated with spam. They learn from user behavior across the world, constantly updating what counts as junk. Without it, your inbox would be a mess within hours. But let's go deeper. Think about how you get to work or school. If you use navigation apps, you're relying on AI that processes real-time traffic data from thousands, sometimes millions of users. It predicts congestion before it even happens, and reroutes you accordingly. It's not just reacting, it's anticipating. And here's where it gets interesting. These systems don't just help you, they influence everyone else using them. If enough people are rerouted away from a traffic jam, the jam itself changes. AI isn't just observing reality, it's actively reshaping it. Now, let's talk about something even more subtle. Autocorrect and predictive text. Every time your phone finishes your sentence or fixes a typo, it's using language models trained on massive datasets. It knows that after you type "I'm going to," the next word might be the work or sleep. It predicts your intent before you fully express it. Over time, it even adapts to your personal writing style. That's why your phone seems to get you more the longer you use it. And then there's social media. This is where AI becomes both powerful and a little unsettling. The posts you see, the videos that appear, the ads that somehow feel eerily relevant, none of that is random. AI systems analyze your behavior in extreme detail. How long you watch something, what you like, what you skip, what you hover over for just a second longer. Every tiny interaction feeds into a model that builds a digital version of you. This version of you isn't just a profile, it's a prediction engine. It tries to answer one question: what will keep you engaged? And once it has a good answer, it starts shaping your feed accordingly. That's why two people can open the same app and see completely different worlds. At this point, you might be wondering how much control you actually have. And that's a fair question, because while these systems are designed to help, they also guide, they influence, they nudge. Before we go further, if you're finding this eye-opening so far, take a second to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next, because it only gets more interesting from here. Let's continue. Streaming platforms are another perfect example. When you open your favorite app to watch a movie or series, you're not browsing a neutral catalog. AI is ranking everything for you. It decides what appears first, what gets highlighted, and even what thumbnail image you see. Yes, even the thumbnail can be personalized. If you tend to watch action movies, you might see an explosion-filled image. If you prefer romance, the same movie might show a close-up of characters instead. This level of personalization is incredibly effective. It reduces decision fatigue. It makes things convenient, but it also narrows your exposure. You're more likely to see what the system thinks you'll like and less likely to stumble upon something unexpected. Now think about shopping. When you browse online stores, AI is working overtime. Recommendation systems suggest products based on what you've viewed, what others like you have purchased, and even what time of day it is. Prices can change dynamically. Discounts can be personalized. Even the order of products you see is optimized to increase the chances that you'll buy something. Customer service, that's another layer. Many of the chat windows you interact with are powered by AI. They can answer questions, solve problems, and sometimes even detect your mood based on how you type. If you sound frustrated, the system might prioritize your request or escalate it faster. And then there's something you probably use without thinking twice: search engines. When you type a question, AI doesn't just look for keywords, it tries to understand your intent. Are you looking for information, directions, a product, or an answer to a specific problem? The results you see are ranked based on what the system believes will be most useful to you personally. Even the ads you encounter are part of this ecosystem. They're not random interruptions, they're targeted predictions. AI analyzes your behavior, interests, and demographics to decide which ad you're most likely to respond to. That's why sometimes it feels like ads are reading your mind. They're not, but they're very good at guessing. Let's shift to something more physical: smart homes. If you have smart lights, thermostats, or speakers, AI is learning your routines. It knows when you usually wake up, when you leave, when you come back, and what temperature you prefer at different times of day. Over time, it automates these settings so you don't have to think about them. Voice assistants are another layer of this. When you ask a question or give a command, AI processes your speech, understands the context, and responds accordingly. It can recognize different voices, adapt to accents, and improve its accuracy over time. It's not just listening, it's learning. And then there's finance. Fraud detection systems use AI to monitor transactions in real time. If something unusual happens, like a purchase in a different country or an unexpected large expense, the system can flag it instantly. It's constantly comparing your behavior to patterns across millions of users to detect anomalies. Healthcare is also quietly being transformed. AI assists in diagnosing diseases, analyzing medical images, and even predicting potential health risks based on your data. While you might not see it directly, it's influencing decisions that affect real lives. What makes all of this fascinating is not just the technology itself, but how invisible it has become. The more advanced AI gets, the less noticeable it is. It fades into the background, becoming part of the infrastructure of everyday life. But invisibility comes with trade-offs. When you don't notice something, you don't question it. You don't think about how it works, what data it uses, or what biases it might have. And yes, AI systems can have biases. They learn from data, and if that data reflects certain patterns or inequalities, the system can replicate them. That's why awareness matters. Not fear, not hype, but understanding. Knowing that these systems exist, that they influence you, and that they're not neutral. We're moving toward a world where AI doesn't just assist us, but collaborates with us. It helps us write, create, design, and solve problems. But at the same time, it shapes our environment in ways we don't always see. And here's the paradox. The better AI gets, the less you'll notice it. It won't feel like technology. It will just feel like life. Now, before we wrap this up, I'm curious about your experience. Have you noticed any of these examples in your own daily life? Or maybe something surprised you? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I'd love to hear how AI shows up in your world as we come to the end. Remember this: AI isn't just a tool you use occasionally, it's a system you live within. It's in your pocket, your home, your car, your apps, and even your decisions. Not in a controlling way, but in a guiding, shaping, constantly adapting way. And the most important skill going forward isn't just knowing how to use AI, it's knowing when it's being used on you. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more topics like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what's next.